What do you say to someone who's had more than 340 cosmetic procedures?
So Justin, you're like really pretty.
Thank you.
And more people want to look really pretty. The American Academy of Facial, Plastic, and Reconstructive Surgery said in 2015, more than 64% of member plastic surgeons saw an increase in cosmetic procedures in patients under age 30. In this Asking for a Friend, we want to know what to consider when considering plastic surgery.
I get my jollies off on the fact that I'm setting myself apart and being distinctive and different.
This is Justin Jedlica. The media dubs him the human Ken doll. He has 17 implants, which means those bis, tris, and pecs, all just plastic.
I mean, from a really young age, I always really looked up to celebrities like Michael Jackson, Dolly Parton, Joan Rivers, and I remember—
They look totally natural.
Well, right, there was something very iconic about them, and it was all that they looked cartoonish. They looked like caricatures of who they were originally, right? And that was very much emblematic of wealth.
Jedlica's mindset is reflective of what we see among millennials today. That same study revealed that people said, quote, having a little work done has become less taboo.
I don't think it's kind of fun to play with your looks. It's like to be able to change out your wardrobe. Why do you have to have any commitment to this form today any more than you did yesterday?
Because it's not on clearance.
But plastic surgery is definitely not on clearance. I spent well over $300,000, right? $340,000, $350,000. And I have another surgery coming
That is a Bentley.
Put me at another $18,000
Okay.
plus.
So what do you say to that person who is considering plastic surgery who maybe does not have access to $350,000?
I mean, I don't think you should go into debt. I think they do have a possibility of not turning out the way you've planned, and you have to be prepared sometimes that a revision is necessary. So even if you put all your money in one surgery, it doesn't promise that the end outcome is always the most optimal one that you were looking for.
So what is sparking this new push to become plastic? You've probably already realized it.
And I feel like this year is really about like the year of just realizing stuff.
The group behind the survey said the influence of celebrities and social media on millennials' decision to have cosmetic procedures is real. I mean, remember this?
A disturbing challenge where teens are using a shot glass, prescription bottles, pretty much whatever to plump up their lips like reality TV star Kylie Jenner.
When you're talking about these people wanting to look like Kylie Jenner, I mean, it's a lip injection and it's temporary typically, right? I don't think that there's a problem with playing with your looks.
That was kindergarten.
That's small potatoes. That's small potatoes. I think plastic surgery is being looked at more and more as good grooming, as maintenance. I think that, I mean, I put on my Botox on my calendar just like I do my dental appointments for my cleanings now. I think part of it is when you look good, you feel good. I think there's almost an expectation of being upkept.
Jedlica now consults clients who are exploring plastic surgery and says it's important to educate yourself, especially in a day and age where it's so accessible.
You can get Botox on a Groupon now, though. So, like, I guess.
Don't know if I'd recommend it. I guess it wouldn't hurt. It might just not work.
Do you ever worry that you're like putting yourself at risk for complications that can happen with plastic surgery?
Do I ever worry I'm putting myself at risk? I know what the risks are, and I choose, very educated doctors. We go over all of that stuff in advance. I'm informed of the risks, and I assume them every time I go under, but I wouldn't not do it.
What do you say to people what do you say to the critics who assume that if you get a lot of plastic surgery done on the outside, that something's wrong on the inside?
I think they should try to have plastic surgery. I mean, it means the world to people. It completely changes their outlook, and I think you notice in every facet of their life, their confidence that exudes through when they feel like they're more of a full person, like that they look like everybody else, or they've been able to set themselves apart and make themselves extremely special.